What's up, guys? Craig Mack here, Liberty Bell Beekeeper. So I'm looking a little foggy right now because I'm talking to you with my endoscope camera, which you can't see, but perhaps you can see the wire. It's like 12, 15 feet long. It's enormous. I've never used more than 3 or 4 feet of it, but it's a great camera and a great asset to have, being in construction and also being a beekeeper. It works really well for inspections in the wintertime. It works great for cutouts. It works great for lots of stuff. And I'm going to use it again here tonight because here comes the train. So what I'm doing with it tonight, besides looking at the train, is going to check my swarm trap. Now, this trap has had a bunch of activity, and it had a lot of activity today, like it's had every day. But I just picked the lid up earlier, and it looked like there were bees inside. So I'm going to take a look inside of this with my scope and use it to its full advantage. Now, this is a semi-rigid cable. That means it is flexible in all directions, but it will hold a position pretty well. So you can straighten it out and get a measurement of length for how far into a cavity your bees are, or you know, whatever it is you're using it for. So tonight I'm using it for this swarm trap inspection, and I'm hoping I can get it to go straight up here with its semi-rigid nature and get a look past. And yeah, sure enough, there's the swarm. Trying to see my directions here, because it is semi-rigid, so you can get some direction out of it. So right on. I don't know where this swarm came from as of yet. I have a suspicion that it's come from one of my lower hives up on the bee deck. As you can see, the bees are in this. There's my swarm trap configuration. I don't know if you can see it from there. Maybe that's a little better. The center frame is drawn. The other 4 are empty, foundationless, with starter strips, waxed wooden starter strips. So I wasn't sure if this was going to have bees in it, but it sure does. So right on. Another swarm capture for the year. I put swarm traps. Actually, you know what? While we're doing this, let's take a look at the other swarm trap bees that I have. What was I going to say? Oh, swarm traps, having them in my yard. Yeah, I like to keep them in my yard. I feel like it's a good idea to keep them in, so you keep your queens, keep your colonies. You got a good productive colony, why let it go to swarming? All right, so this colony is 5 frames as well, and what's happening in here is most of them are mediums, and this is all built out on the bottom. You can see it's built past the bottom of the first nuke section, or close to it. So they got a nice mass of bees in there, and honestly, I think I'm leaving these bees alone. I think I'm not even going to mess with them. They did so well. They were tiny. There was a tiny little ball. I gotta maybe dig out the pictures and show you what it looked like on the thermal imager. when I was checking it throughout the winter. I mean, it looked like a tennis ball. It was tiny. There was barely any bees. I had very, very, very little hope of them making it. And that, I'm telling you, that like tennis ball of heat just stayed for the entire winter. And it grew in February, January, February, March. It just got bigger. Baseball, softball, soccer ball, basketball, football, it just went. And as you can see, they're doing pretty well. And I'm anxious to maybe open that up. I don't think that's one I got to look at it again. If I can open it up, I might, just to take a look at it, but that's what this this endoscope camera is perfect for. I could spend more time and really examine it and get a closer look, but at this point, that's all I really needed to see. We'll see how they fare in that trap, and then, hopefully they continue to make it. So, endoscopes, valuable asset to have in your beekeeping arsenal. Even if you only have a couple of hives, they're fantastic for winter inspections. They're fantastic, I think, just for even, being more hands-off. If you wanted to be more hands-off, you could use the scope for regular inspections, just separating the boxes and looking down in between frames. But that seems a bit impractical in my opinion, but you could do it with an endoscope. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Endoscopes, get one. Later.